KC territory.
It's a gain of 48 yards. And a Bengal first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. Let's go, defense.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the twins. Check 31, check 31. Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn out. Kill, kill, kill. Turn out. Check 15, check 15. Check out. Hard. Hey, Haywood.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Hey, Jack, shoot.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing on 1st down. King. Open man is Higgins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
Here we go. 50, plant. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Let's go.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Third down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Chiefs 2.
On the set. Check back 11. I'm here all day. Hey, Delta. Check back 11. Check back 11. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Yo, what up?
That is.
What you mean?
In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our...
Who you play? I don't even know who that is.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Bridgewater on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let's go, man. Let's go. Get that ball.
Throwing is Bridgewater. It's Kelce on the ground. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
This goddamn running back, this nigga got getting on my damn nerves, boy.
Some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Check 52.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check back. 51.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Bridgewater taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get there. 59, Mark. Come on. Check, 59. Go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the screen. Mike's 59.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This is fielded at the 7. 7 yards on the return.
Oh, come on, Keys. You got to be better than
And the
this.
Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Crazy.
Past the 20.
Automatically getting that shit.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yep. Keep breaking with his damn running back, man.
The The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Junkies.
The last
I already said that a long time ago.
That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Look again.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Was he playing the corner or the linebacker?
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones, 56 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
My team ain't stopping that shit, man. Shit crazy.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we?
Yes, he running stretches the whole fucking game, boy. Like, come on now.
Big-time jaunt.
That shit ain't doing that shit.
Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Bravo. Hey, check. Hey, stand up. Fair. Fight.
From the gun, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
70, Indy. Double dog, that's the way. Back. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. X3, 218, chopper. Switch. Hey, lock it. Hey, seam 6. Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check, crutch. Go. Motion. Look at me. Go, beat them.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, I'm coming. Check 80 weapon. Leo. Now.
2nd and 2. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
That was my fault.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Boy, whooping my ass, boy.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
That don't mean nothing. Especially with him.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Mike 35. Hey, let's get this.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater.
Let's go.
It's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Hey, my God, they stopped giving up them damn big plays. Man.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll see in Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
Nah,
right?
yeah,
I don't want to
though.
create more hype than what is there. But
This is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him.
He traded him.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go. Let's get this ball back with offense. Let's go. Mike's 59.
He don't use him.
Check. Mike's 59.
Here's Bridgewater. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run.
How far was y'all into the game?
Yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so two
Let's score the whole game.
They burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Oh, man. Yo ass. Did all that talking about you finna be high powered and shit with little boy.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run
mostly
into
everything.
a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
You can't block me. Mike, check. 59. 59. 59, Mike. Check. 59.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. This pass to Jennings and he makes the catch. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Yeah, he did.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Nah, he built that defense kind of nice, though.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Blue there.
They'll run it with Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check nickel. Say. Watch the edge. Check 13.
Here's Jones. He's not going to get there.
I forgot he did trade for Barnes.
It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Herbert flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Probably not.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost
he didn't really do nothing.
An incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling
I'll
out.
take a look at it.
At their own 31-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Gary Jennings, 69 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any
Come on,
speed
baby.
limits out there? And on
Way to
he
fight
went.
back.
Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here we go. 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal
I sit there and put that nigga on man coverage out the slot, man. He still came in. Shit's stupid. That's my fault.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it.
I knew that
One thing that has
bullshit
these
play
guys
was
a
coming,
step
too.
away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24.
Only got much with that team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On second down, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Mike 51. Check back. Check back. 51, Mike 51.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down.
That's my fault. I thought he was going to pick him up. I'm going to just sit there and watch him go by. That's my
able
fault.
to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Doing?
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage?
I'm not sure.
Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
What game we should play? Let's play the dinosaur. After the dinosaur, you have to touch it.
Y'all go back in there with that, though.
Okay. I think you're passing.
Man, stop trying to get shit, man. Ugly boy. You been in the league before. Yes, you have, nigga.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down past the 40.
Why is that?
A big
Yeah, cause you
play
want,
there
cause you
for
was,
Cincinnati.
nah, cause you wasn't playing, nigga. That's a
49
difference.
yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that
What's
broken
up?
off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett. It'll go as a
what was the question again?
8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Pass incomplete.
No, nigga.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Ugly boy.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert.
Good fucking throw, man. God damn, that was a good-ass throw.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Good fucking throw.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
18 Gator. Go. Hey, check Mike 11. Check. Hot. Watch the ship. Now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 45 to Mike.
To throw, Bridgewater. Completes it to Hardman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 45.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chiefs on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 42 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On second down, Bridgewater again. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is third and 10.
I ain't really got nothing on my team, bro, honestly.
Now Bridgewater. That is caught by Williams for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams.
But you can go look.
There to make the grab. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score.
I did, then he got right back up on my ass. I'm down 1 score right now, though. 1
Now
possession.
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
I need a damn
And
turnover.
get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
These niggas really be blocking like that, man.
It's still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful.
Ah, this shit
about what you
crazy,
call it.
man.
You want plays, they're going to gain yardage. How would you say it? Consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but works and clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Who?
Fourth quarter, down to the final
Probably
2 minutes,
not.
and we've got a one-score game.
Why you gonna try to take the niggas you see I'm trying to build
So the
around, nigga?
Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now King looking to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I ain't got nothing on the block for
I
you,
think
bro.
what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
Let me just go ahead and
in
end
the
that right
NFL,
there, bro.
being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch.
Back to throw. King eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting back up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Oh, man, that nigga knows, boy.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he almost
that's my
intercepted
fault.
it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
45. Not today, you are. Not today. Let it go.
They go play action. Bridgewater. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Stop your whining. Mike 51. 51. Hey, they scared. They scared.
Bridgewater to throw it. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all.